Good morning everyone, Jessica here from Stitching Colours. Welcome back. Today is the 30th of September and I'm here for another update, which is Flosstube number 34. So welcome back to all of my subscribers and viewers, and welcome to any new people. I've got Luna here with me. She is busy being unhappy at the pieces that I've got sitting on the chair beside me. So I have done a bit of furniture rearrangement, as you probably have noticed. It is spring, so I thought I'd try something new. I'm not 100% sure whether I like it as yet, but that will take time to make that decision, and then I will either move things back or maybe shuffle things around a bit more. Very unhappy that I am not giving you the space that she wants on the chair. So today I've got 8 pieces to show, and some of them have got quite a bit of stitching on them, some of them haven't had as much. So let's start with, I'm sitting on them. Okay. This one. So you would have seen last time the Mermaid of Spring, which is the Bella Filipina stitch along that's currently running and started on the 15th. So I have now finished the spring one apart from the back stitching and the beads. I kind of made a bit of a decision that I will do all of the back stitching and the beads for all 4 at once. I'm a little concerned about getting them caught when I do the subsequent parts. So here's what she looks like now. She's beautiful, and she got another 2,213 stitches from the previous point that you saw her, and she's spectacular. I have to say, I love the skin tone and the hair and the colours and how that all meshes together. It was very well done. The next piece I have, which happens to be sitting on my lap, is the Christmas Lodge. So the mermaid I'm doing on 28 count on a chromatic alchemy fabric. It was the Christmas piece that came with the advent box in 2021. Yes, I think it was 2021. I keep debating with it to myself, is it the 2021, 2020? When did I order it? But I'm pretty sure it's the 2021. So the next piece I have is the Christmas Lodge. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs piece based on the artwork by Dominic Davidson, and this piece I started at December last year, and it hasn't had all that much time on it, but I put 735 stitches in it. So here's where we're at now. You should have already seen where you saw it last time. So we're still in those curtains, but I will say, this point where it goes down is all of that first page is done. So I've kind of the equivalent done about a page and a half. So I'm happy with it, but I'm nearly out of the curtains of this top row, so hopefully there'll be something a bit more exciting coming along. I know there's a window right beside it, so that could be quite promising for getting a lot of work done and stitching in it. Something other than just those pink curtains would be very exciting. The next piece I have is Harley Porter, which was a start at the start of September, and this is also on 25 count 1/1, and this is based on artwork by Jenny Parks and charted by Gecko Rouge. Luna is currently trying to dig her way through some paper. Oh dear. Anyway, moving on. Harry Porter got 1122 stitches on it over the last 2 weeks, and you should have seen where you saw it last time. I'm still on the first page, but there's a bit more come through. So I'm really happy with how it's looking at the moment. This is where the castle is in the background, and you can see some of that light grey shading there is one of the towers that's got the roof kind of lit up. I'm not quite sure why, but I think it's probably meant to be moonlight. So that was really exciting, seeing a bit more progress on that one. And then, okay, Lazy Card Shark, which is also a Heaven and Earth Designs piece, and this is based on the artwork by Tracy Butler. And this one, the last time I finished, I pretty much had just finished the previous page, and this one only got 603 stitches on her. This is also 25 count, stitched 1/1. So you'll see all I did was fill in this black up the top, which was 603 stitches, as I said. So once I get this page done, and then I think there might be 2 more pages, and then I've got the last page, which is pretty much all black because of the frame. So I'm really happy with how it's looking. I just need to put a bit more time into it, and I think it will get a little bit more time with October. So next, this next piece is a Painfree Crafts piece. This is by Ismira, the artwork, that's who it's by. There's a needle sitting right in the middle of the piece, I don't know why. Must have been my thoughts when I finished in the evening. Okay, this one, you should be seeing where you saw it last time, but this one got 778 stitches on her. So you'll see, hold on, where am I? I've almost got this page finished. There's a few holes still in there, and I kind of started picking a few of the lower numbered threads or stitch counts left and started finishing off some colors. So the way I did it was every time, my plan is, I should say, is every time I work on it, if there is a color less than 100 stitches, I will finish one color of those. If there's multiple colors, it'll only ever be that one color, because otherwise I will end up with just focusing on those color completions of those areas rather than the actual stitching. And I find after a while you look at those and you go, it doesn't feel like I'm getting any progress, or I can't see any changes. Nothing obvious anyway. Okay, I think there are 3 left. Okay, so this next one was Septimus. This is also a Heaven and Earth Designs piece, and this is based on the artwork by Jan Patrick Krasny. And this is also stitched 25 count, 1/1 with CXC thread. So you should be seeing where you saw it last time. This one got 620 stitches on it. And I've just continued working my way down from the top of this next page. So hang on. Let me see if I can get to those packed threads out of the way, kind of, yeah. Okay, so there's where Wizard Septimus is looking, and I'm really happy with how it's looking and how it's coming along. I would really love to get some more progress on this one as well. But as you'll notice, it's kind of a bit of a theme. I tend to want to get more progress on all of my pieces, which is why I'm in a bit of a dilemma with pieces that I want to start next year. I feel like I need to get a bit more progress on them before starting new pieces. Okay, I have 2 left now. The first one is the Halloween Village Afghan, which I'm stitching as a wall hanging rather than an Afghan, and I'm stitching on 28 count 2/2 instead, and this is also stitched using CXC thread. So that's odd. Okay, let me just get the parked threads out of the way. There are a few things that are parked for the next page or the page below. Okay. Okay, Luna's got sneezels. Right, you should have seen where you saw it last time, and here's where we're at now. So what you'll see is I finished off the bird, crow, raven, whatever you want to call it. We don't have them here in New Zealand, so it's a bit of a more of a symbolism thing, I guess. And I finished the checkerboard pattern down here, did the start of what is, I think it's meant to be a flag on the page below, because that is the very bottom of this page, and I started on the pumpkin. So I will come back probably this weekend, actually definitely this weekend, and get that pumpkin finished, hopefully. It should be finished by the time you next see me, let's put it that way. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this is coming along. So the pumpkin here is exactly the same as this pumpkin, and this page here is pretty much the mirror images over here. So I've got just over 1 and a bit pages left on the top row, which is really cool. So I'm pretty much on track of where I want to be for this piece. So there's a few people working on this piece as well, and so there's Stitching Addicted, my mum. She is just finished this pumpkin up here, over here. She just finished that the other day. And then Enchanted Stitching, I think, is on the second page. I think. She might have done a bit more. I know she's got a lot of pieces that she is stitching on, and some big focus pieces planned for a finish this year because of it along the forest path, and I think there's a few others doing it as well. I'm just not quite sure off the top of my head who is actually doing it. So yeah, and this is a Stony Creek pattern. I don't think I mentioned that before. Okay, the last piece that I have been working on that has the most progress out of all of my pieces from the last 2 weeks is the Planets Align. This is a Tilt and Craft piece, so it's Planets Align number 6, and this is stitch 25 count 1/1 and is planned for a finish for the end of the year. I made some really good progress on that over the last 2 weeks, and I got 5,435 stitches on it. So here's where it's at now. So where you saw it last time, approximately on the bottom page was about that, was the point I'd folded over, was where I had finished up until, I believe. So it's coming along really nicely. I got to 90% on this piece, so I have got less than 10,000 stitches to go. So it's really tracking nicely. I mean, if I put some really big time into it and stitched it on it for multiple days in a row, I could probably just about have it finished by the end of October, but I do have some other plans, so I do want to get up progress on other pieces. And sometimes, as much as you feel like you're getting heaps of progress on one piece by focusing on that, I find I then go to another piece and I find myself disappointed with where it's at, which is my own fault for not working on it. So just one of those things. So yeah, I need to just continue getting a bit of progress on all of these pieces, or I'm going to get to the end of the year and go, I thought I'd done more on that. I should have done more on that, but I didn't. So this will probably end up still continuing to get pulled out for a few extra days beyond my planned just Saturday 1,000 stitches, but it will definitely be a finish this year, and I'm kind of hoping to get it finished before December when everything starts to go crazy with everything else. So that's just a hopeful thing, but yeah. So on that piece alone this year, I have done 47,627 stitches. So that is quite significant. I've done 8,016 stitches on it in September alone. So I've got 9,602 stitches left. So as I said, if I actually focused on it in October, I could have it finished, probably pretty close, or pretty close to having it finished anyway. But that is probably not in the cards quite yet. I would love to get some progress on some of my more Halloween kind of themed pieces, because I tell myself every year I'll focus on them during October, and I don't. So let's try it at this time. Let's definitely try it. All right, thank you for watching, thank you for coming back, and I will see you in another couple of weeks. I hope you're having great weather and it's consistent. I have no idea what's happening out there today. It was beautiful and sunny at 8 o'clock this morning. At 6 o'clock it was, well, I should say it was 6 o'clock this morning, it was raining. At 8 o'clock it was beautiful and sunny. And looked out the window again at 10 o'clock and it was raining again. And now it's back sunny again. I can't win. I really would love to do my lawns out there, but they're going to be too wet. The water table where I live is quite high, so it's just a matter of waiting until it dries out a bit more consistently, and hopefully it doesn't grow too much in that time. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another couple of weeks. Stay safe, and I hope all is going well in your lives. All right, thank you. Bye.